Hello YouTube, and welcome back to another video of Hearthstone. It's been a while since I uploaded a video of me playing Hearthstone, mainly because I did make a bunch of videos on ranked play, but I didn't have the time to actually upload it, and as the time went by it became pretty much useless because the decks are out of date and not really useful that anymore. But you know, I might upload them at some point, just for the fun of it. A new season started today, and I have to say that I've been coming up against a Dragon Priest deck a lot, and I really had a hard time coming up with a good answer for it. So I decided, like, what the hell, I'll try it as well in ranked play, and so far I've played a few games on it in the previous season, and it seems fairly OP. So I thought I'd give it a go for a few more games, show you guys how it pans out, and maybe you might want to try it out. Maybe you decide that it's interesting and do it as well. So let's go into a few games. The season started today, so I'm at rank 21. Again, I didn't play that much ranked, so I didn't really go up that much, but it would be interesting to see how far this deck can go. Obviously, because it's the first day of games, so I might be coming up against better players than before. This deck really comes down to having a good starting hand, and I mean, Northshire Cleric is a decent decent as a start, but it's not a one drop. You're mostly looking for one drops with a dragon in your hand. So like Twilight Guardian is a great 4-drop, or 3-drop if you have the coin, but that's not what we're looking for. So let's see. So yeah, this is what I'm talking about. This is a fairly bad start. I mean, we can't really do anything, and we're starting off in a disadvantage for sure. And I also don't have the Shadow Lord Pain to get rid of any early drops that he puts down. So for the time being, I really don't have anything to do. So this is one of the cons of this deck for sure. Let's see if he got anything good to play this turn or not. An Alarma Bot. That could be scary, but there's nothing I can really do about it. So again, I'm at the same problem that I was beforehand. I have nothing to play. So this is a really bad start, for sure. Ouch. Well, at least I can get rid of that. So that's something. He does start the turn, so. So I'm gonna get rid of the Thaurissan and end the turn. Yeah. That's kind of annoying. Well, obviously you also have the Shrinkmeister and the Cobalt Shadow Priest. Is that the name? I can't remember. But yeah, let's start playing with the Twilight Guardian. It doesn't die to the Sludge Belcher. Although, you know, we're up against a mage, he could very easily have Polymorph or a Fireball or whatever. Yep. So we're gonna probably lose this game. Like, there's not much I can do about it, but that's just how it is. So what can I do here? I could put down the Wormist Agent and the Dragonkin Sorcerer. Get ready for Velen's Chosen, the Dragonkin Sorcerer, next turn, if it survives. So let's do that. And I mean, we're just gonna keep going and see what happens. I had a really bad start. He had a really decent start, so we'll have to see how it pans out. He might have another fireball. He might have a polymorph. So this is the really big con of this deck. If you have a bad start, you're in trouble. If you have a good start, it's really hard to stop it. It's also really good against like face decks and stuff like that. You know, like all the hunters and stuff that come up in the meta. So, I could buff up the sheep, hit the sludge belcher, kill it, and or I could kill the Lord of the... No, I can't kill the Lord of the Arena. I guess I'm gonna have to do that. I mean, there's nothing much that I can do here, so just hit it, kill it, and see what he does next turn. Muklas. Yeah, like, I mean, it's pretty obvious that we lost this game, but I don't know, like a Shadow Word death. That's 3. It's 5. Yeah, I could kill Muklas and have 2 mana left. The Sheep of Doom. He could obviously ping the sheep and then play any 6-drop that he has. So I could kill this off, have a 5/4 on board, heal myself up to 14, try to get back into this game a bit. Not gonna put down the Northshire Cleric just now because I don't really have anything to heal and it becomes a target. So he seems stuck.
Finally, a second chance.
So I put down Northshire Cleric, heal him up, get a card. I guess this board is good enough to Holy Nova. Holy Nova the board, hit him, see if it's vaporized or not. I mean, if it's vaporized, I need to trigger it at some point, so might as well do that now. No, it's ice barrier. Okay. Now we'll see what he plays. Okay. Okay, so I can get rid of him with the Corruptor and the Sheep, then put down the Zerdrake, get a card. See what I get. Twilight Whelp. Okay. I'm assuming he has Flame Strike in his deck, so at some point I'm gonna have to assume Flame Strike. Okay, he's going for the Blackwing Corruptor. Fair enough. I mean, this could be a good turn to use Ysera. Kill off the Llama-Bot, put down the Twilight Whelp, go for his face, get a card. I mean, if he doesn't get any way to get rid of Ysera fairly quickly, I'm in good shape. He already used the Pyroblast. He already used one Polymorph. I don't know if he's rolling with 2 Polymorphs or not. Oh, I should have put the Twilight Whelp before Ysera. That was a mistake on my part. Okay, so Velen's chosen the Zerdrake, kill off Lotheb, heal up the Zerdrake, get a card, go for face. So for the time being, I did manage to stabilize somehow. One thing about this deck is if you're used to like a really fast-paced deck, I don't know, like a Zulok or a Face Hunter or stuff like that, this is very different. I mean, as you can see, somehow I did manage to win even with the shitty start and everything. I did manage to balance. And you need to realize that this is a deck that is good. Good like in the long run. It's not always gonna be fast paced, and you're not always gonna win quickly and efficiently. But it is a deck that can get out of sticky situations like the one we were in. I was about to give up. Like you saw, I was about to give up. I said like, screw it. I'll just keep playing and see what happens. And somehow we did manage to stabilize. He used up a lot of his strong cards, a lot of his spells like Polymorph, Fireball, stuff like that. A lot of his out of his oh shit situational cards, and we managed to stabilize and get the board and win. So again, I was sure that I was gonna lose that one. Somehow I didn't, but that's always good. Now the thing is, this obviously, Zerdrake obviously isn't a good drop, but it's a dragon, and I do have a lot of dragons in my deck, but I do take the chance that I won't get a dragon, and then I can't use the Twilight Whelp on turn 1. I guess I take the chance. I have so many dragons. Like, okay, I got 2 dragons, so in that aspect I'm okay. I do have the turn 1 drop, which is Twilight Whelp. It's a very good turn 1. You get a 2/3 on board really early. I could go for Shadow Word Pain, get rid of this one, and go for face. If he doesn't kill it, next turn Velen's Chosen. Yeah, let's do that. Let's try to get the advantage early on. That's one of the issues with the priests. They don't have a way to really dish out that one damage effectively. If he does get like
Stressful will be purged.
yeah. Probably Velen's Chosen, get rid of this. He goes down to 3. If he has a Frostbolt, he can kill it off, which kind of sucks, but having a 4-3 on board is bad. If not, next turn I could play the Twilight Guardian, or depending on what I get, I could play the Twilight Guardian. The best thing would be to get the 2-drop and heal up the Twilight Whelp. If I get Northshire, I might also go for the heal and just see what I get. You see, he needs to use a coin and fireball to get rid of a 1-drop. That's how strong that card is. So now I just put down the Twilight Guardian, turn 4, taunt with 3/6. If he wants, he can use another fireball. I'll just use another Twilight Guardian, and at least I know that he's out of fireballs. So, yeah. a lot of people hate this deck. I mean, if you have a good start, it's really hard to counter it. It's really hard to counter it. It's a strong deck. People are afraid of it, and I know because I was one of those people. I mean, I kept coming up against Dragon Priest, and I'm like, oh shit, what am I gonna do now? So it is kind of funny when you know, you start playing and people just give up very early on. I can't really blame them, because if you don't have a deck that's suited against this type of deck, you're in trouble. So I'm hoping this isn't another Dragon Priest, because those are really long and boring games. Huh. I'm gonna have to replace. I'm gonna replace all 3. Keep the Power Word Shield. Depending on what I have, having 1 Power Word Shield could be good. Okay, so I can.
Is someone injured?
So I can coin out the Warmest Agent, or the problem is he just gets a card for free. I mean, he hits it, heals it up, and I have to wait until turn 3 to Velen's Chosen. So I guess I wait. I wait 1 turn and see what happens. Hope he doesn't have a good turn 2 and just has to, I don't know, like waste his heal or something. Okay, that wasn't the that wasn't the situation. But what I can do is Warmest Agent, coin, Power Word Shield, get a card, because I do have a turn 3 and I do have a turn 4 and a turn 5 if need be. So let's try that, see what we get. Okay, we got a Cabal Shadow Priest. We actually haven't gotten this card. I have 2 of them in the deck, but we haven't gotten it in the last 2 games. So he's gonna heal up. He clearly doesn't have villains chosen at the moment. So what I'm gonna do is villains chosen. He goes up to a 4/8. Goes down to 6. So on board he can't kill it. He can try to use something else. And now, if he hits with any of these, they die, so that's also something.
The damned stand ready.
Okay. Right. So I really want to leave Shrinkmeister for a turn 8 Shrinkmeister Cabal Shadow Priest. That's a really good that's really good duo. So what I'm gonna do is kill off the Northshire Cleric.
You think this is funny?
He goes down to 5, I heal him up. He goes up to 7. He only has 5 damage on board, so that leaves me with the 2. He'll probably kill this first. Right? 5, 7, has 5, it goes out to 2. Yeah. So that's enough for the time being, I think. Like I said, these games between priests are kind of boring, so. Oh. That makes sense. So I could kill this with the Blackwing and yeah, the Wormist. I'm gonna do that. I think that's a really good trade. So 3 damage, takes it down to 4, kill it off with the 4/2. He wasted a lot of cards in getting my 2 drop down. He has 6 cards, I have 6 cards with the 5/4 on board. So we'll see what he does now. Oh. Okay. I guess I put down the Twilight Guardian and heal myself. Twilight Guardian kills both of his cards and stays up with 1 HP in theory. And I do have another one in my hand. So we'll have to see what he does. Like,
Are you mocking me?
so does he not have any more? Does he not have any more dragons? Or does he not have any dragons in his hand? Right, so what I could do is Northshire Cleric, kill off this minion, heal up, get a card, see what I get, and continue from there. Could put down another Twilight Guardian. It doesn't seem like he has any way to kill them off at the moment. Oh, wow, I'm dumb. I didn't have a dragon. Wow.
Not quite what was planned.
That was really dumb.
Spirits be restless.
Well, I can get rid of Vol'jin, so that's not an issue. That's one card that I am missing in my deck, Vol'jin. So that kind of sucks, but what are you gonna do? would be much better if I had like 2 Shrinkmeisters and it was turn 10, then I could get Vol'jin for free, but that's not the case. So 3 leaves me with 5. I kill off his 1/3 and go for face. I mean, I can't kill off his 1/4 with what I have on board, so no point in doing that. So we know he's out of his Vol'jin, so that's also something.
Let me change your mind.
So he took my 1/3, hit, healed, fair enough. That's not too bad. I can always get it back, so that's a non-issue. Do I want the 1/3? I mean, I'm really good on cards. I could use the 4/5. Sorry for my dog barking, by the way. Yeah, let's take his 4/5 and kill off the 1/3. No, the 1/3 can't kill anything and survive, so kill off the 1/4, go for face. And at the moment we're doing fairly well. He can't hit anything and heal up his minion. I do have 2 Holy Novas in hand. He probably also has 2. Yep. Zerglake, get a card. Dragonkin Sorcerer. That was dumb. That was dumb. Okay, never mind. Go for 8 to the face. He'll have to make the exchange for the 1. For the 1/3. I could have kept one of the Cabal Shadow Priests, so that was dumb. I should have waited a turn on the Dragonkin Sorcerer. He doesn't have any more AoE, I would assume.
I have no time for games.
Right. I don't have any way to get his Sylvanas, so that kind of sucks. I'll probably just go for 12 to the face and hope for the best. I mean, I can do 6 damage. Well, unless he kills a Zerdrake, I can do 6 damage next turn. Plus 8. That's 11. He might kill off 1 minion and the question is, does he heal up Sylvanas or not? Oh, he kills her off. Get the 1/4/1, that would be awesome. Sweet. Okay, so he has 13 health. I have... I can clear his board. I'll do that, I mean, why not? And again, I made the same mistake, I don't have a dragon. Oh well. I should be good to win at this point. I have 4 damage, plus 4, that's 8, plus 3, that's 11, plus 1, that's 12. So, unless he puts down a taunt, and even if he heals himself with his hero power, I win.
Let me change your mind.
Well played.
4 plus 2, that's 6, plus 1, that's 7, 10. Yeah, we have lethal. Well played. We actually won the the priest game, so that's good. And yeah, priest up against priest. That also depends on what cards you get and how well you do. He did have a few. I don't know how many dragons he has in his deck, but he did have a few turns where he put down his minions without the dragon buff. I also did that. I did that by mistake because I'm a dumbass, but that's also something. So that's the deck pretty much. It's been doing fairly well, as you can see. We played 3 games now. We won 3 in a row, and I'll show you the deck. I'll show you the cards that I have, just so you can see it. We have. The thing is that I did get this deck. I did do a bit of research online, and I pretty much took the deck that I saw there. The only thing I was missing was Vol'jin, like I said. So that's a pretty important card that I don't have. And what I did put is 2 Power Ward Shields, 2 Northshire Clerics. You saw how good it could be. You heal up, you get a card. In theory, you can combo that with a full board that's taking damage and Holy Nova, and you get a bunch of cards. You need to make sure that you don't overdo it though, because then you'll just start losing cards. And even I've seen situations where the opponent uses that to his advantage and makes you overdraw. Twilight Whelp, that's pretty much what we want to see on turn 1 with another dragon in hand. That's a really good turn 1. One cost 2/3 minion. That's a really strong start. You also probably want to see, like, I would think the best starting hand is a Twilight Whelp, Shadow Word Pain, and a Wormist Agent. That's probably the best starting hand you can get. So Shadow Word Pain, we don't have to say much about it. It's awesome. You get rid of a 3 or less attack for 2 mana. Shrinkmeister is really good together with the Cabal Shadow Priest. If you have a minion that I don't know, the health has been buffed to hell, and it's 4 attack, you use the Shrinkmeister, get it down to 2. Use the Cabal Shadow Priest, take it to your side, like you saw that I did with the 4/5. In theory, you could take something with 6 damage on turn 10 with 2 Shrinkmeisters and the Cabal Shadow Priest. The Wormist Agent is really good. 2-drop, it's a taunt, a 2/4 taunt for 2 mana. Shadow Word Death is obviously important. You saw the minute he put out Vol'jin, I had it in my hand. I got rid of Vol'jin. That was a non-issue. Villain's Chosen, a really good turn 3 buff that you can put it on. I don't know, you could put it on Twilight Whelp on turn 3, for example, or the Wormist Agent that turns it to a 4/7, or you take the Wormist Agent and turns it into a 4/8. So you can have a 4/8 or 4/7 on turn 3, or you can put the Twilight Whelp, if you get the coin, use Villain's Choice and have a 4/7 on turn 2. That's fairly sick, and that could get rid of pretty much any early game the opponent has. He then have Dark Cultist, obviously good for its own merits. When it dies, it gives 3 health to another minion. We saw it being used against us on the Zerdrake. Gladly, we did have the perfect answer to that with the Blackwing Corruptor and the 4/2 that we had on board. Dragonkin Sorcerer. Usually this deck that I saw runs with one of these in the deck, but obviously because I didn't have Vol'jin, I had to put something else in the deck. So I thought the Dragonkin Sorcerer could be good. It's a decent card. If you use Villain's Chosen on it, it gets an extra 1/1. If you use the Power Word Shield on it, it gets an extra 1/1, and it's a dragon, so I thought it would be a good card to use to just to just trigger all the other battle cries with the other dragons, the other cards that need a dragon to battle cry. So I think that's a good exchange for Vol'jin at the moment, until I do manage to get him, or maybe not. I don't know. The deck is doing fairly well as it is. I'll try to see how far it goes. Twilight Guardian, a great turn 4. You get a taunt for 3/6. If you buff it up, you get a 6/10. You get a 6/10 taunt. So you can put it on turn 5. In theory, you could get a 6/10 taunt. You could give it a power word shield, get a 6/12 plus a card. So that's fairly sick. 2 Holy Novas, AoE, deal 2 damage to everybody, heal all your minions plus you by 2. This is a lifesaver. I mean, I don't really have to tell you how much a lifesaver it is. Together with the Zerd Drake, it does 3 damage and restores 3 health. That's fairly sick. Plus, it works well with Northshire Cleric. You get a bunch of cards if you have a bunch of injured minions on board. So that's great. Azure Drake, +1 spell damage, you get a card. A 4/4, it's a great card. I don't know what to say. Blackwing Corruptor is a decent turn 5 card for its stats, but it's a great turn 5 card when you have a dragon and you deal 3 damage. So in theory, it's an 8/4 for 5. It's an 8/4 for 5 mana. That's fairly sick. Cabal Shadow Priest is it's weak for its stats, the 4/5, but it's great for the battle cry. I mean, the battle cry can really change up a game. You don't have a lot of damage on board. The other guy puts down a crazy 4/5, a crazy taunt, or for example, in theory, I could have gotten his Sylvanas with 2 Shrinkmeisters, and that's a big swing in the game. Although I was fairly ahead at that point, but you get the picture. And obviously, Ysera, it's a dragon, it's a legendary. At the end of every turn that it's alive, you get a dream card. Dream cards are very strong. You can get a bunch of really good cards out of it. You can get a bunch of dragons as well. That could, I mean, if you used up all your dragons, that could help you trigger some of the cards that you need. If you have 1 card left that you needed a dragon for, that could give you that dragon, which is also important. And that's pretty much it. That's pretty much what I wanted to show you guys. I might make a few more videos of me trying to climb up the ladder with the Dragon Priest. I've also made a secret pally, which I do feel like I need to play a bit more. I'm not really good at it at the moment, and I do need to work on it a bit more. Get the feeling of the deck more. It feels like a really strong deck. I understood that it's a really good answer actually to Dragon Priest. So that's why I wanted to check it out and see how it works out. So I will try to work on the secret pally a bit. If it does well, I'll obviously make a video and show you guys how it goes. And that's it. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, please consider liking, subscribing, and leaving a comment. And I'll see you next time. Have a good day.